Hi everybody, Anthony Morgan's Training Academy. Today is going to be about brass knuckles. Now, to clarify something, when speaking about brass knuckles, this is an actual brass knuckle. It's made of brass. Now, some guys call all of them brass knuckles. Some of them, sometimes they'll say, like this is a brass knuckle. It's not a brass knuckle, okay? This is a something you carry on your keychain, and sometimes they call them knuckle busters. Now, knuckle busters, if you don't wear your knuckles properly, you could bust your knuckles, okay? Now, and I say that to say this: if I have this set of knuckles here, okay, and I don't have this, see this portion right here? If this is not positioned against my hand properly and I hit somebody and that turns right there, it can injure my knuckles. So anytime that you're going to hit someone with a set of knuckles, make sure that this is braced up against that portion right there. So when I do hit, now I keep mine right over top of the knuckles here. I don't put mine out here to where it's this way, okay? Because a lot of times this is going to slip. So I will put mine right here to where it braces up against that, and I keep this is to where this is over top of that knuckle. My knuckles are set back a little bit. So when I hit in this position, okay? So if you can see that, I hit with this position. Now that way it's giving me force into my wrist, into my forearm, okay, instead of trying to put it out here. Now guys do that, okay, and I'm not saying it's wrong, I'm just saying how I do it, okay? So I want that backing here against my hand, so when I do hit, it's not gonna, see how it's right over my knuckles? That's how I've been taught how to use them. Now, this is a large set, okay? Mainly because my hands are humongous, okay? Now this is a smaller set. These are normal. Now, they don't fit real well over my knuckles. My knuckles have been hit so many times with sticks that they're kind of enlarged. So they don't, this one works better, but anytime you're in stick fighting, your knuckles are gonna get bigger. So now, this one here is a really old, and it's not brass, it's bronze. See, it doesn't fit either, okay? It is for smaller guys. Now, this is even an older one, okay? My fingers just don't even hardly fit in this inside, but this is brass. Now, this is a belt buckle. It's got a little tab sticking out there, so you can make it into a belt buckle. Now those are legal in most areas as long as you have it on as a belt buckle. It's when the point that you take it off and you put it on your hands that it becomes illegal. So there again, you have to check the laws. Sometimes you can make a necklace out of them. This is set up strictly for a belt buckle. Now, does that mean that it's not functional? No. It just means that it's going to take you a little time to get it off when you want to use it like this. So the other things are, knuckle knives, okay? That if I'm in here and I'm cutting and slashing, and if I want to hit you, at least I have protection here. A lot of the old trench knives from World War II were brass handles, and they were knuckle busters, okay? You had a good guard there, so if anybody did start to cut your hand or something, or if you're hitting, you could cut in. But they were they discontinued those just because of the reputation that they started getting. So the other little ones are just simple little things that you can put on your keychains. Now there again, are you going to this one here, if you hit somebody really hard with it, it's going to turn the knuckle and it's going to hurt. Okay, now it's not something that I would recommend. This is a half knuckle, okay? So it doesn't have any support. So you may feel that when you do hit someone with it. If you're feeling bad towards people, and you want to give them a little love, this heart one works well too. Just hit them, okay? So knuckles, knuckle dusters, knuckle busters, whatever you want to call them, brass knuckles. They have a purpose. Mostly, if they're just sitting on your desk, they look really cool, okay? If you're caught outside with them, you're going to face some serious problems. So I have friends that carry them all the time. They carry them in their back pocket, and it would really mess up somebody's face substantially. So be cautious on carrying them. Okay, I don't carry any myself. I look at it, I mean, I carry knives, and usually I carry 4 or 5 on me at all times, but because me being a construction worker, I always had a knife on me my whole life. I got my first knife when I was 6. I've always carried a knife. I carry multiples just through the fact that if I want my right hand knife, it's there, okay? If I want my neck knife, it's right here. If I have one here in my bag, okay, it's right here so I can access it. But going back to knuckles, everyday carry, I should be sufficient in my ability that I don't have to carry anything. I carry stuff, don't get me wrong. I carry it, mainly because sometimes I don't know if I'm going to be up against 3 or 4 or 5 guys. But your everyday carry should be, you should have enough training and enough experience to where this is your everyday carry, that you can learn how to deal with just your hands, learn how to deal with your elbows, learn how to deal with your headbutts, learn how to deal with your knees. That should be your everyday carry. So if you leave it home, you never leave, well, some of us probably, headbutts, some of us leave home and sometimes we leave that home also, but that's another story. So, making your everyday carry is what you're trained to use, okay? Teach my hands to war, my fingers to fight. If you guys are ever interested in that, go to Psalms 144. Okay, and that'll explain a lot about your training your hands to battle. I have that listed around my school here and there, and it's just having everyday carry, training your body, training your mind to be able to handle circumstances. And as I say all the time, the more you train, the more confidence you'll get being able to stand up to people. And it's not always standing up to them verbally. Sometimes it's just the stare. Sometimes it's, I don't have to say anything at all and they get the message. So there again, find out what you're good at and get good at it, and I'll see you guys later.